You're sitting with friends. They're laughing. The room is warm. Someone makes a joke. Everyone laughs. You should be laughing too. But you feel nothing. Not sad, not angry, not bored. Just nothing. Like someone turned off a switch inside you. You smile, you nod, but the lights are off. And you think something is deeply, fundamentally broken inside you.
You think you're broken. Your therapist tells you it's depression. Your friends tell you to go outside. The internet tells you to journal, meditate, eat better. And none of it works because they're all treating this like a malfunction. But here is the massive problem. Every single explanation you've been given assumes your brain made a mistake, that something went wrong. But what if your brain didn't break? What if it made a decision, a calculated, evolutionary survival decision? You are not depressed. You are not broken. Your brain made a choice, and understanding that choice changes everything.
You already know fight or flight. A tiger appears, your heart races, your muscles tense. You either fight the threat or you run. This is your sympathetic nervous system, your body's emergency alarm, and it works beautifully when the threat is short, when the danger passes. But what happens when you can't fight and you can't run? What happens when the threat doesn't leave? When it's not a tiger, but a life? When you can't fight your circumstances and you can't run from your own existence, then your brain does something no one talks about. It chooses a third option. The option every prey animal on this planet uses when fight and flight both fail. It freezes. This is the freeze response, and it is not a malfunction. It is the oldest survival mechanism you possess. Biologists call it tonic immobility. When a prey animal cannot escape a predator, it doesn't keep fighting. It shuts down. It goes still. It becomes numb. Its heart rate drops. Its body temperature falls. It appears dead. And sometimes the predator loses interest. The stillness saves its life. Your nervous system has the exact same switch. It's controlled by the dorsal vagal complex, an ancient part of your brain that predates language, predates thought. When your body decides that fighting is useless and running is impossible, the dorsal vagal complex pulls the plug on everything. Heart rate drops. Emotional processing shuts down. The world becomes muffled, distant, numb. You don't feel pain. You don't feel anything. Your brain decided that feeling was too expensive, that emotion was a luxury it could no longer afford. Now, most people never figure this out. They spend years treating numbness like an enemy, like a disease. They try to feel, they force it, and they wonder why nothing works. Here's one thing you shouldn't numb yourself to. Hit subscribe. Seriously, if your brain just shut down all your feelings, at least let one thing through. But there is another psychological truth that changes how you see this. Your numbness is not brokenness. It's preservation. Think about it. When a computer overheats, it doesn't keep running until it catches fire. It throttles down. It sacrifices performance to survive. Your brain does the same thing. Chronic stress, unrelenting pressure, emotional overload that never ends. Your brain recognized that full emotional processing was burning you out, so it throttled down. It chose numbness over death. Not metaphorical death, biological death. The kind of total system collapse that happens when an organism cannot sustain the cost of feeling anymore. Your numbness is not a symptom. It's a strategy, a brutal, ancient, effective strategy that kept your ancestors alive when everything else failed.
So next time you sit in a room full of laughing people and feel nothing, don't panic. Don't fight it. Don't add shame to the silence. Your brain didn't break. It switched to emergency preservation. It chose numbness over death so you could survive long enough to feel again. The war is over. The predator has left. You are safe. Just tell your brain to stand down.